Hey, welcome to the Sales Hunter podcast. My name's Mark Hunter. Today, I'm going to go on a rant. I'm talking about technology and technology specifically when it comes to prospecting, because this is driving me nuts. Here's what it comes down to. People are embracing technology because really they're afraid to prospect. They're afraid to prospect. Hey, we're going to dive into this right now. It's going to be controversial. Buckle up. Get ready to go. Show begins right now.
You're listening to the Sales Hunter podcast with Mark Hunter, where the focus is to help you as a sales leader sell with confidence and integrity. And now here's your host.
Hey, there are well over 100 sales tools out there that people can use to prospect. And I see salespeople using all 100 tools. Why? Because they're afraid to prospect. They're afraid to do it themselves. Let me tell you something. Customers don't want to be inundated with technology. I get it. There are salespeople who don't know how to prospect. Here's what prospecting is. It's about creating a conversation. It's about having a conversation. It's not about having 50 tools to use and putting them into this unbelievable drip campaign and just keep going on and on and on. No, it's not. No, it's not. Prospecting is about the human interaction. It starts with humans, not technology. Now, I'm going to use technology to help me find better leads because I got my ICP, my ideal customer profile. I get it. I'm going to use technology to find out insights about customers and so forth. But I'm using it to embrace me, the human element. Studies have clearly shown the vast majority of customers don't want to deal with salespeople. Why? Because they're pathetic. I say put the salesperson back in. Here's what happens. You're going to wind up creating a much more favorable relationship. Because here's the thing. Can you create trust with a prospect if you never talk with them? No. Can you create a dialogue that has them sharing with you what their concerns are, what their issues are, if you never dialogue with them? No. I'm going to share a story here. A few years ago, I was getting ready to work with a company. And we had put the proposal across the table. Everybody had signed off on it. And then the CEO got kind of a little concerned because he was concerned that it was too much money. Called me up and he said, Mark, how much will you cut your proposal by? Because it's way too high. And I made the comment to him. I said, I won't cut the price. What I will do is change the value you're going to get. And oh, by the way, how much business do you expect to lose next year because of new competitors coming into your marketplace? Because of salespeople on your team going to work for the competition? You see, what was I doing? I was immediately calling out the problems that the CEO, because I was calling out the problems that the company had shared with me in the conversations I had with the VP of sales, with the CRO, with everybody else. You see, when we take the time to understand the customer's needs, this is so key. You've got to take the time. And what's very interesting is I shared with the customer, this was my response. When he said, how much will you cut your price by? And I said, I won't. How much business do you expect to lose from the new competitors coming into the marketplace? There was this long pause. See, I knew what that number was because we had studied him. We had worked with him. And then he came back and said, that was good. You're hired. Now, a typical salesperson would have said, oh, I'll cut the price. No. You see, price is about value. But what I see happen too many times is when we embrace too much technology, we never understand what it is the customer is looking for. We never understand. This is why I say I want to use technology to help identify who are the best prospects and so forth. But I'm going to reach out to them. I'm going to reach out to them myself. I'm going to have conversations with them. And as I have conversations with them, I'm going to uncover what are the insights they're looking for. What are the needs that they have? And when I do, it's amazing at what can happen. Sales is not complicated. Sales does not have to be as complicated as we make it out to be. Sales is simply about a conversation. It's a conversation you're having with a customer. That's it. And your objective is to develop enough of a relationship with them that they see you as bringing value. And when they see you as bringing value, they're going to share with you more. So it's one of the reasons why I like to say when I'm discussing, I had a call like this today. VP of sales, CRO of a company, looking to come in and do some serious work with. And I shared with them what I see happening. And what does it do? It's amazing at what they'll share with you. Mark Bregman chimes in. Great question. He says, hey, maybe ask the prospect if they ever cut their price. And you know what's interesting? They're probably going to say, oh, well, yeah, we do. And you know what's interesting? If they do, you got a major problem. Because I don't want anybody cutting a price. Yeah. Steve Narens jumps in and he says, you solve problems. That's right. You solve problems, and it allows the customer to see and achieve what they didn't think was possible. You see, my goal is not to sell you something. My goal is to solve a problem for you. I solve a problem for you because of the conversation I'm having with you. The thing I sell, that's just a vehicle. That's just a vehicle. But it's the outcome you create. We have to be able to say, what is the outcome we're going to create? And when you zero in 100% and you focus in on it, it's amazing how the customer will go along with you. Now, the reason I'm talking about this a lot. Meredith Elliott Powell, who I do Sales Logic podcast with, and myself are doing a Sales Logic live event where we're rolling out the Sales Logic system. This is a game changer system because it puts the human element back into it. It puts the human element back into it. And when you put the human element back into sales, it's amazing what happens because now the customer trusts you. And when they trust you, there's an amazing level of confidence. Hey, what we've been talking about here today is how do we create more value for our customers? It's about listening to them, listening. And you can only listen when you're having a conversation with them. And you can only have a conversation with them when they know that you can bring them some value. Yes. Hey, I want you to check out Sales Logic Live. The link we'll put in the show notes. I want you to join us, whether it be in person or online, May 24th. The live event is going to be in Dallas, Texas. Online, hey, wherever you are in the world. We've got a lot of people signing up for this thing all over the world. It's absolutely outstanding. Hey, my name is Mark Hunter, the Sales Hunter. And it comes down to one simple thing. When we help customers see and achieve what they didn't think was possible, it's amazing what happens. Sales is a fun job. It's fun. Yeah. Today, you've been listening to the Sales Hunter podcast. Each week, you get 2 episodes. One, a short one covering just a single topic, single issue like this. And also each week, I send you a longer form podcast with an interview with somebody. Make sure you subscribe, rate, and review the podcast on your favorite podcast app. Please do. Hey, leave us a review. Let us know let us know what topics you want me to be talking about. And what I'll do, I will share them with you because I want to create a community with you. I want to create a community. Hey, I'm Mark Hunter, the Sales Hunter. Thanks for listening to the Sales Hunter podcast.